that feeling when you start off in high school as a sophomore instead of a freshman because you were a freshman at a different school? Well, yeah, I was one of them. Now, before we get started, my name is AC, or Ace is fine, and I'm a warrior at my school. Anyways, you know that anxious feeling you get when you're like really nervous on your first, when it's like in the middle of school year and you came late and you don't know what to do? Yeah, that is called nervous wreck. I just made that up. Anywho, when you have an anxious feeling of saying, okay, well, I'm a 10th grader, and I came during my second year of high school. Yeah, that happened. So when I was a freshman, which was last year for me, I was a nervous wreck. I felt like I wasn't gonna make new friends and all that bullcrap. Well, that all changed when I met some of my friends at the school. And here, well, high school can be a little challenging, you see. So, when high school is challenging for some of you kids, now don't worry, I'll tell you all stories about my high school, middle school, and middle school. I don't remember much about elementary, really, so. Anyways, moving on. So, like I said, having an anxious feeling that is your first day as a sophomore, but really it wasn't your first day because you came in late. Yeah, I was one of them. Yeah, I was one of them. And here's the fun part. I had horrible classes and horrible grades. Let me tell ya, high school did not end well for me. Anyways, high school is challenging. To all of you high schoolers right now watching this video, which you probably are, and some of you like, oh, AC Daly is talking about her high school life. Hush, I know. But what isn't there to talk about? You see my doggy right here? She's my emotional support doggy. It doesn't always end like this. But every time I come home from school in a really good mood, I always look around and I see my dog waiting for me to come home. Now, when I was at home, because I was sick, I still am, well, not really feeling like the greatest, but there's an anxious feeling for me, like saying, okay, today was like an awful day, we'll have a better day tomorrow. Well, that didn't end up happening to me today, because I was told that I was made fun of for my announcement today. Okay, let me tell you all about it. So, there's a lot of kids in my school vaping. Yeah, vaping. Let me tell you, it was not good for your body. So, all to you high schoolers, don't vape, because it will damage your body, even your lungs. And trust me, I have friends who do that. It is not healthy. Now, let's go with my middle school year. So about around my 7th grade year in middle school, I was bullied a lot. And I reported it, and they didn't do crap. So, I finally had enough. I went out of that darn school, and in my 8th grade year, I was homeschooled. Yes, homeschooled. Isn't that lovely? Now let me remind you. Now when I was in 8th grade, I had to do homeschool. Yay. That didn't turn out as planned. Well, let's see. In my 9th grade year, I was at my really old school back in Portraiture, Washington. And, well, I didn't really have the perfect grades. Oops. Only because that was my first year in high school. Yeah, I know. My smile can be a little creepy, but see. I didn't like my middle school because they didn't do shit. And let me remind you, my best friend, who is 2 years older than me, was in high school. I was not happy. So basically, I was all alone, as usual. So, yay. In my high school, as a high schooler and a junior, I don't like this school because there's a lot of vaping going on. So let me tell you about today. I'll tell you about today. As a junior, because why not? I made an announcement about the vaping part. That supposedly didn't go well. It didn't go as planned as I wanted to, but oops. Anyways, so I was a little nervous to be on the announcements because, well, as a teenager and a 17-year-old who is autistic, decided to make an announcement and say something about it. Because people, and let me tell you, teenagers don't listen. I don't think most do. You see, I don't listen to my parents half of the time. But that's okay. I don't think any teenager listens to their parent half the time. And that's understandable. The thing is, high school sucks. So if you're in high school or middle school, good luck. Because I know middle school and high school suck. So basically, this is my story. So if you want to know a little more, make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure to comment and share. Well, that's all the time I really have because I don't want to make this video too long. And anyways, if you want to know more about my story, please make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.